Right, there's my trail up ahead. Right there I got two little wooden dowels to mark the start of my trail. Just going to do a test on my cameras. Make sure everything's working. Everything looks good. So I made this trail. All I did was I took a rake, raked some leaves away, and then I took my leaf blower and I just blew all the leaves away. I end up with this trail. It's a little hard to follow, but I've been on it enough times that I know where it is. It took me a while before I could even make it this far because it kept falling over because I got so much weight on it from the boom. But I've since added 0.4 pounds to each tire, and I bought some stiffer springs. That's made all the difference. My total weight now of this crawler is 12 pounds, which is a lot. First obstacle is coming up here. It's not a big obstacle, but it took a lot of work before I could get this vehicle to actually crawl over it. Eventually, I'm going to have a head tracker installed so I could turn and turn, look up, look down, and my camera will follow. That way I don't got to let go to use this stick to look around. That is ordered and on its way. Also, my throttle is super sensitive. I have a 17-tooth pinion gear in it now, and I have a set of pinion gears coming from 9 teeth all the way up to 15, so I should be able to play around with those and find something that works. Another thing I want to do is put a bubble level thing right there, like off a level, right at the bottom of the windshield, so I could just look down and see. Because it's deceiving. It's hard to tell if I'm leaning right or left here. Without being out there to look at it, it's hard to know. But I just keep taking it out and making tweaks as I go. I'm just going to boom this way just so I don't get that in my camera, my wires. Oh, too late. Every time I go out on this trail, there's new sticks on the trail. Blow off trees from the wind, and oh well. There. Get my camera back. Now this, right up ahead, is the farthest I've made it so far. I've driven past, but I've had to come and right it. I've never made it without having to come and straighten it out. Put it back on its wheels. I got 2 sticks in right there, the mark. There's only one visible right now, but there was 2 there. I have to make a wide turn here. The other one, you can see it just sticking out of the leaves right there. Oh. This is where the camera boom comes in handy. Oh, good. I could cheat a little bit by putting the boom on this side because it does have more weight. But there's also a tree there. This is where a better pinion gear would come in handy for these fine adjustments, and I'd be able to just crawl right here really slow. This would be a lot more difficult if I was doing it from this angle only. Looks like my zero's off a little bit. I gotta make a little adjustment on my camera because I'm kind of tilted one way a little bit. I'll just boom over so I'm not in this with the camera. Now we're getting into where the snow starts. I got a real steep hill coming up, but it is not possible to climb. I can't do it. With the tires I have, I need to get chains on the tires or something to climb. This is not it here, but it's coming up. Anyway, so I just bypass it for now. Oh, I get it geared up. Whoop. So it's right here. That's the hill right there. The trail goes up there to that tree. It goes right up to the left of that tree, but no way I can make it, so I just go up here. Through the leaves. Done this a couple times already. I just realized this is the farthest I've gone so far without crashing. I've had one boom fail where the servo was stripped. I like to get a swivel bearing for the boom, but for now, here's what it is. There's my trail. Back on the trail. Whoa. Try from this side. Bit of a big rock here. See, I want to look this way, but I don't have the head tracker, so. I better put the camera on the other side because it's leaning that way just to help out a little bit. Oh, that wheel's off the ground. Just gonna do this from the front. Nice. Next is one of my harder obstacles. I have a bridge. I measured the distance between my wheels, and I put 2 planks up in exactly that distance. Oh, and it's very difficult to cross, actually. Plus the ground's frozen, so the frost has raised one side up more than the other. They were not even, but now they're even, way more so. And I gotta get the back tire to the left as much as possible, so I'm gonna stay up close. Here it is here. Let me just change my camera angle. Oh, okay. Now here's another place where my gears would come in. Actually, if you look way over there, that bottom window with the light on, that's where I'm sitting. It's about maybe 75 feet, 100 feet away. So it's cool to be doing this out in the backyard. with without having to be out there in the cold. And it's just cool to do this because it's kind of like a Mars rover. Yeah, this is really difficult because I have to be super careful with the throttle. I'm like barely moving. I'm only using probably 5% of my throttle range for this whole, for this whole trip. I need to see that both tires. There. See how the back tire is to the right? So I got to keep this up here as much as I can. Oh my god, I can't believe I crossed the bridge in one run. This is definitely the farthest I've made. I'm probably 2/3 of the way through now. 2/3 of the way through in one run. Oh. It's so steep, my camera's drifting. My boom's drifting. I'm going to put it way up here. I'm going to go super slow. Oh my god, I did it. Okay. The next biggest obstacle is a little bit of a rock crawl. But up ahead here is some moose antlers on the left. They've actually been in my backyard here for about 10 years. My son found them at my brother's camp. Curious how long they'll last, but they've been there a long time. Okay, here's my little rock crawl I have. This looks really steep, doesn't it? See, from this angle, it's not that bad. That's why it's good to look around, because from here, it looked really steep. I can't make it my whole trail because my radio doesn't have enough signal power to make it to the other end of my track. But there is a lookout just ahead, which is my goal, is to make it to that lookout. Oh. Come on. That wheel's not even on the ground. Oh yeah, I think it is. Fairly. I gotta head this way a little bit. Yeah, that new pinion, the new pinion gears I have is definitely gonna help. Yeah, I don't get any sound. I was a busy crawl and I didn't notice when I lost the sound. It is still video recording. Alright. Now here's another hill that, with the snow and these tires, I can't make it up. So I'm just going to bypass it. My goal is to get to the lookout, which is just up ahead. That's the hill, but I know I won't be able to make it. I've tried 3 or 4 times. I can't make it up there. This is much easier. Just take the bypass. Oh, that was close. Okay. This is going to make it worse. I got to put the camera right up in front. Actually, I'm going to put it in front and leave it at this angle. No, I'm not going to leave it at that angle. Whoa, yeah, that's not going to climb that. I'm just going to back out of here. Really gentle. Maybe I'll just try it. Put my camera up front. See if I can do this. If it flips over, this video is done. I'm going to try to back up quick if it flips over. Spinning. Can't hear it. Oh, I can't hear it, but it's discouraging that I lost sound. I don't know what happened with this thing. Maybe my microphone needs to be charged up more fully. Try this again. Got it. There. That's it. My lookout is just up ahead. I don't think I have any more obstacles. That was it. The only thing that I lost was the sound. Here's my lookout. My trail actually continues that way. Right there. But it goes down a pretty steep hill, and there's no way I'm going to do it with what I have here so far. But here's my lookout. Basically, it's just a little hill that overlooks my house and my deck. Right here, success. First time I made it here without flipping over or having, well, I shouldn't say nothing broke because I don't have a, I don't have any sound. My microphone is right there, but it died for some reason. It's wireless, supposed to be good for 380 feet or something like that. I'm only less than 100 feet, but it is through the window. But anyway, I'll figure that out. That must be hitting that. Oh yeah, I am hitting a tree. And that's it. Thanks for watching.